Hello, everybody. Today is Sunday afternoon, and I have another lesson for you on New Year's resolutions. So, this is something that we do a lot in this country is we like to make a New Year's resolution um, at the beginning of the year. And resolution means it's a promise to do something or a promise to not do something. Promise not to do something. And a New Year's resolution usually centers around something that would make us be a better person in the next year, in the new year. So we start them off with I will do something, I will not do something, or I won't. That means the same thing as I will not. Or I'm going to means the same as I will. I'm going to, or I'm not going to means something I will not do. And sometimes we use words like stop. I will stop doing something, or I will cut down on something, or I will cut out something. So cut down on just means do it a little bit less than we normally do. Cut out means really the same as stop. I will stop or not do it at all. Then we talk about time, how we spend our time. I'll spend more time doing something, or maybe I'll spend less time doing something. Or maybe I'll even make more time. So we'll talk about what these things mean as we go on. So here are some general ideas about the kinds of things that people promise that they will do. Their resolution is that they say, I will, and then I will eat less something, something that we think we shouldn't be eating that much of. So we eat less chocolate, maybe. Some people say eat less bread, something like that. Or maybe we're going to eat more of something like more vegetables. Maybe it's something that we drink. Drink less coffee, or maybe drink less soda, because we think that maybe these things aren't that good for us. We should not just stop altogether, but just do it less. Drink more of something, like drink more water. Some people really believe that drinking more water is much, much better for them. Or even maybe drinking green tea. I've started drinking green tea this year a little bit more, so I want to drink more green tea. It could be something related to exercise, like I will walk a mile a day, or I will exercise 3 days a week. Something kind of specific about the kind of exercise that you might want to do more. Or it could be other things that we want to do, like read more, or kind of a specific thing. I want to read 30 minutes a day. So my resolution is I'm going to read 30 minutes a day. Maybe it has something to do with writing. I will write in my notebook every day, or some kind of writing that you want to do more of. Maybe it's listening to books on tape. These are really good activities for English learners. So maybe you want to listen to books on tape 2 times a week or 3 times a week, something like that. Or maybe it's just kind of general. I want to practice speaking English maybe at work. Maybe we're shy at work and we don't want to speak that much, but we want to push ourselves. Our resolution might be, I want to practice speaking English at work, something like that. Now, it could be something that we will stop doing. So I will stop eating something, like I'll stop eating pasta, we'll say, or I will stop smoking. A lot of people do a no smoking as their resolution if they smoke. Maybe I will stop sleeping late on Saturdays. Maybe I'll just get up early and do more, something like that, do some more exercise. But we'll stop too much sleeping if we think that's not good for us. Maybe stop watching something, maybe watching too many TV movies, maybe just too much online stuff or whatever. So we'll stop watching something. So that's like stop. You're not going to do it anymore. Now, cut out means you're going to do it a little bit less. So cut out sweets. Cut out sweets. Maybe I'll cut out chocolate. I've had to cut out chocolate because for some reason I have a bad problem with it. I love chocolate, but I can't eat it anymore. So I'll say I'll cut out chocolate means I won't, it's like stop. Maybe cut out saying bad words. If you have a habit of saying bad words sometimes and you shouldn't, but you think, okay, I'm just going to cut out saying bad words. Maybe I'll cut down on. So this means a little bit less. So fewer movies. I'll cut down on watching movies. I'll just watch it, once or twice a week. Maybe phone time. Phone time is a kind of an issue that adults and teens are having today. They're just using their phones a lot more for a lot different things. So maybe you'll want to cut down on the amount of time you spend on your phone. So that's stop, cut down, or cut out. Now, this one has to do with time. So when we talk about time, we say we spend time. So what do we spend our time doing? We spend our time working, we spend our time eating, sleeping, exercising. We spend time doing a lot of different things. So that's kind of how we spend our time. And then we can also talk about make time. So make time means we kind of push something else out and we make time for this thing that we want to do more. So we want to make more time for something. So make time for. So what could these things be? Spend time working, sleeping, reading, exercising, or watching things. What maybe watching our children. So spend more time. Examples might be I want to spend more time reading, or I will spend more time praying, or I'll spend more time listening to our children, listening to our parents, listening to whatever we want to listen to a little bit more. Spend more time with someone. So sometimes we want to spend time with someone and we decide we want to spend more time. So more time with our children, more time with our parents, more time with our children or friends. So who do we want to spend maybe more time with? And maybe less time doing some things that are not as productive. So we'll say I will spend less time, working. Working is productive, but maybe we just work too much. So we might say, I'll spend less time working and maybe I'll spend less time sleeping if that's a problem. These are opposite things. But the idea is that something that you want to spend less time doing might be something that you want to have a resolution for. Spend less time on my computer. Now, of course, I do it kind of for my job, but I do spend quite a bit of time on my computer. So I could say I want to spend less time on my computer, or maybe less time on my phone. And then make time for. What kind of things do we want to make time for? So it means we're going to push something out and we're going to put this other thing in, making more time. Making more time for reading. When I used to like to paint way back when I was in my 20s. And when I retired, I always thought I was going to make more time for painting. It hasn't happened yet, but maybe this year I'll make more time for painting. So, how would you finish this sentence? So, I will, and you think about how you would finish that. Here's how I finished it. I will eat more salad. Another one. What will I not do? I will not, what? Not sleep in late, right? I will not sleep in late. I'm going to. Something new you're going to do, or you're going to do it more. I'm going to be on time to work. Well, I don't work, so I don't have to worry about that. But sometimes being late is kind of a problem for some people. So they make a resolution. I'm going to be on time to work. Something you're not going to do. I am not going to what? Eat chocolate. For me, I'm not going to eat chocolate. Something to stop doing. I will stop what? Stop doing something. Sleeping on the job. Now, way back in my 20s, I did have a little problem. I was a secretary. I sat at this desk and I typed and typed and typed. And right after lunch, I would get so sleepy. And I would just be nodding my head and I would pretending like I was really having a hard time staying awake. So I'd go into the bathroom and I had a twister in there and I would twist and twist and twist so I could get my oxygen level up so I wouldn't be so sleepy. So that was something that was kind of a problem for me. No one said anything. My boss, he walked by, he never said anything. But I was sleepy a lot. So maybe that's something, you want to improve. I will cut out. What do you want to cut out? Okay, bread. Yes, I've been cutting out bread a little bit more. What will I cut down on? I will cut down on just a little bit less. Maybe FaceTime. I don't use FaceTime, but some people do it a lot. So maybe they want to cut down on FaceTime. I will spend more time. How will you spend more time? Reading. Maybe spend more time reading books. I'll spend less time. Less time doing what? Watching TV. Yeah, I spend probably too much time watching TV. I should spend less time watching TV. And I should make more time for dancing. Yeah, some kind of activities. I'll eat more salad. I will not sleep late. I'm going to be on time to work. I'm not going to eat chocolate. I will stop sleeping on the job. I will cut out bread. I will cut down on FaceTime. I will spend more time reading books. I will spend less time watching TV. I will make more time for dancing. So those are just some examples of things that people make resolutions to do or to not do, to stop or to cut down on. So here are questions that if you join me for our Zoom conference, I'm going to send you a link and we can kind of see each other on the screen. You can do it on your phone, but we can talk about these 3 questions. Do you think making New Year's resolutions or these promises helps people become better people? Do you think it really helps people become better? Did you make a New Year's resolution this year? Did you make one this year? And the last question we can talk about, how easy is it to keep your New Year's resolution? So making a resolution is kind of easy. We can think of a lot of things that could make us a better person. But keeping our resolutions,